So, warm welcome to Borrowdale Park for today's meeting. It's Saturday the 2nd of September and it's the Gold Cup Zimbabwe Stop Sprint Race, a Grade 3 event to be run over 1200 meters. That'll be race 6 on today's program, off time 15:40. We'll go through the car changes shortly. As you can see, it's a extremely warm day here at Borrowdale Park. Slight breeze, but nothing to write home about, so expecting some really high temperatures and no sign of any rain. We had a little sprinkling during the course of the week, and the course is not coping at the moment. Obviously very patchy due to the lack of rain and watering. They can only water so much, so you'll have to bear with us for the next couple of weeks until the rains come. Hopefully they won't be too long now. The first race on today's program, a maiden plate to be run over 1,450 meters. Off time for race 1 is 1:45. We have a field of 4 runners and an extremely warm favorite in the form of horse number 1, Follow the Band, trading round about 1 to 6. So this looks pretty much a penalty kick for the connections of horse number 1, Follow the Band. Jeffrey Seister on board for Deborah Swanson. Number 2 is I Got the Secret with Morgan Yamagwete, Amy Parham the trainer. Number 3, Jump to Red, Wesley Mowing on board for Bridges Stuydoff, and completing the lineup is horse number 4, Trust Me, Nathan Klink for Thomas Mason. So these 4 horses on parade as they turn to go down. Number 3, Jump to Red, followed down by number 2, I Got the Secret. The red hot favorite in the colours of Duncan and Jackie Coxedge, that's number 1, Follow the Band, and Trust Me will complete the lineup. We've got approximately 9 minutes to the off of race 1 as these 4 horses make their way down to the 1,450 meter mark. So with the 4 runners making their way down to the start, we'll go through the car changes. We have 1 scratching in race 2, scratch number 1, Bird in Space. Race 2, scratch number 1, Bird in Space. Also in race 5, number 3, Coffee Berry, Where's Mowing to be plus a half a kilo up on Wesley Mowing, overweight on horse number 3, Coffee Berry. Going on to some equipment changes in race 2, number 4, Count Moderna to race with blinkers, and number 7, Red Orchid to race with blinkers. The next change comes in race 4, number 3, Admiral's Chance to race with blinkers on, and finally in race 5, number 4, Tiger's Eagle to race with blinkers off. So those are the equipment changes. Going on to the general information. Like I said, at the moment it's an extremely warm day. It must be getting close to 31 degrees. Rainfall in the last 24 hours, nothing in the last week, measly 5 mils. So no rainfall to talk about. Irrigation, 18 mils for the last 7 days. So unfortunately, like I said, of course it's just taking a bit of a pounding with the heat. And then onto the pen reading, a pen reading of 19, so track condition good. Finally, we've got a false rail 4 meters out from the 1,300 meter mark to the spillway. 4 meter false rail out from the 1,300 meter mark to the spillway. So that will bring the horses into the home straight. And we have a 6 race program. The feature event, the Gold Cup Grade 3 event. Historically a fantastic day at Borrowdale Park, with Henderson Rugg being one of the sponsors, and prior to that we had Schweppes, and some fantastic horses having previously won the Gold Cup here at Borrowdale Park. Too many good ones to name. So racing goes on. Like I say, unfortunately no sponsor for the running of the 2023 Gold Cup this afternoon. So the 4 runners for race 1 have arrived down at the 1,450 meter mark. I'm not too sure if we've got personality to do the preview, but like I said on the way down to the start, red hot favourite in the form of horse number 1, Follow the Band. They don't run on paper, but on form this looks the proverbial banker. Should come home lonely. The danger, well, it's difficult to pick a danger. One would have to say maybe I Got the Secret could be a danger, but on all known form, Follow the Band holds this field pretty stone cold. They've met on a number of occasions, and she's got in excess of anything between 13 lengths to 24 lengths in hand on previous form. So looks like she should open the day's racing here in a maiden plate for the connections Jackie and Duncan Coxedge. Deborah Swanson the conditioner, and regular pilot Jeffrey Seister up to ride for the stable. Interesting race for second. A number of these could improve going around the turn. I would maybe look at Trust Me, as pedigree looks like it's crying out for ground, so Trust Me could be the one to fill second position. So these horses will be coming forward shortly as we now approach race time for the first race here at Borrowdale Park. Have closed the front gates, and these 4 horses will be coming forward. Just a small field, Jump to Red to come forward. Next to be loaded in the yellow colours is the 1 to 6 shot, Follow the Band. Waiting on Trust Me in the colours of Craig Dankwitz for Tomcat Racing. Halfway in, all the way in. And just to complete the lineup will be I Got the Secret, Morgan Yamagweti on board for the Brumby Syndicate. Handlers out the way, white flag race all set, and away they go. So the 4 horses jump cleanly with out in front, Follow the Band picking up the running. From back in second we've got Trust Me. All of them seem to be hard held. Just behind that we find Jump to Red, and at the back of the field is I Got the Secret. So no one really wants to lead, and the favorite picks it up now and takes up the running. So Follow the Band goes out to a 2-length lead from back in second, Jump to Red. Third place belongs to Trust Me on the outside of Jump to Red, and at the back of the field, I Got the Secret, some 5 lengths off them. So Jeffrey Seister happy to lead on the 1 to 6 shot in the colours of Duncan and Jackie Coxedge. That's Follow the Band by length. Back in second, Trust Me. Third place belongs to Jump to Red, and at the back of the field is I Got the Secret. So the favourite been hard held as they come towards the top turn here at Borrowdale Park, and they're going to swing right-handed in the first race as they approach the 600-metre mark with Follow the Band leading. Back in second, Trust Me. Third place belongs to Just the Red. Just behind that we find I Got the Secret. It's Follow the Band with a length and a half to spare over Trust Me. Back in second. Back in third is Jump to Red, and at the back of the field is I Got the Secret. Follow the Band. Trust Me is starting to make a race of it now. Jeffrey Seister pulls the persuader on the favourite now, and he goes 2 lengths clear, and I Got that's Follow the Band, that is, who's going to beat Trust Me in the opening event here. They went round and they came home in the same order. Follow the Band beats Trust Me in second. Third place will go to Jump the Red, and fourth place will go to I Got the Secret. Well, 1 or 2 anxious moments approaching the 200-metre mark, but Jeffrey Seister knew that he was going at a relaxed gallop, and when he asked the filly to quicken, sorry, that's the colt, the filly tried to move up alongside him, Trust Me, but had no answer to Follow the Band, and easy winner for the connections of race 1, Duncan and Jackie Coxedge. Debris Swanson, Jeffrey Seister. Second will go to Trust Me. Third will go to Jump to Red, and fourth will go to I Got a Secret. The numbers you need from the commentary box are 1, 4, 3, and 2. So we now have the all clear for race 1. First place went to horse number 1, follow the band. Second to number 4, trust me. Third to number 3, jump to red. And fourth to number 2, I got the secret. It's all clear to pay our numbers. 1, 4, 3, 2, all clear, pay.
Hello and welcome to the report after the first race, which was the maiden plate over 1450. The favourite, the one, follow the band, Jeff Sister for Deborah Swanson coming to do the business. Deborah, well done to you. Nice way to get us the mark straight away, and a good race from follow.
Yeah, he did run a lovely little race. Well done to Jackie and Duncan Coxage. I hope that they managed to watch in South Africa. Our TVs upstairs weren't working. Is everything all right with the links? You don't know? Okay, all right. Well done to them. Jax fell in love with this horse because of a book she'd been reading, and when he came up on the online sale, we grabbed him, and he's been fun to train. He's fitted into the yard nicely. He hasn't got the strongest of form, but he's only a baby, so he gets time to mature and see how he copes in the lower divisions now. Jeff rode him very well. He's taught this horse to run. When he first came, he was fairly clueless above the Limpopo. He showed quite good, strong form in some of his races in South Africa, but he took a while to work it out here, so very glad that he's managed to pull it off today. Lovely little horse, wonderful owners to train for. Very chuffed. Thank you.
Well done to you, Debs, and can you take us through the top picks from your yard today?
It's going to be fast and competitive racing today. I do like a little bit of Eastern World in the next race. I think she's competitive. Duchess of War, Nandine, Vocative, they could all give her a run for her money. Obviously, Walking Time, I think Through Time is a big run in the third. I actually do like Dingway over the 2-7. I know she's carrying a lot of weight and she hasn't gone over this trip before, but she is a class horse in my yard, and every horse in that race has a key to win, but I would say watch out for her. I think if she loves the trip, which I think she will, otherwise I wouldn't be running her here, I think she'll be very competitive.
Well done to you, and yes, with those runners in the upcoming races.
Thank you.
That's Deborah Swanson there, the winning trainer of the 1, follow the band. Next up is race 2, and that's the Borrowdale 65 handicap over 1450. Off time for that is 20+1.
Race 2 on today's program is MR65 handicap to be run over 1,450 meters. Off time is 20 past 1, approximately 20 minutes to the off of race number 2. One scratching was number 1, Bird in Space. The favourite, and a warm favourite again, in the form of horse number 5, Eastern World, trading around about even money. Jeffrey Seister on board for Deborah Swanson. Strongly fancied to make a winning double for the connections in the first 2 races. They're betting 5 to 1 bar 1. Evocative, Red Orchid and Duchess of War all trading around about that mark, and then we've got Nandine and Count Moderna around about 7 to 1. So a warm favourite for the race 2, number 5 Eastern World, the mount of Jeffrey Seister. So the runners for race 2 have made their way into the parade ring. Number 2 is Duchess of War, the mount of Wesley Mowing for Bridges Stuydoff. Hasn't been seen for 140 days, so one would have to take her fitness on trust. There's been no problems with the conditions of work or rain or anything like that, so one would expect her to pitch up at the races pretty fit. Number 3, Nandine, the mount of Jared Penny, Amy Parham, the conditioner, has developed a bit of a problem with jumping out on terms of the balance of the field. Should she jump out on terms, one would imagine she has a chance, but she's got some work to find out on horse number 6, Evocative, when they met back in the maiden plate at level weights, and now she's got to give Evocative 4.5 kilos, so that put a little bit on the back foot. Number 4, Count Moderna. Hasn't done a lot since winning his maiden. He did win a very weak maiden. Look for some improvement from him. Number 5, Eastern World, the favourite, has only had the 2 starts in Zimbabwe, relocating from Gauteng. Showed improvement in her last 2 starts. Power Ranger, pretty consistent, and looks the favourite. I'm not too sure about the even money shot or whatever it's trading round about. I think that could be a bit restricted. Number 6, Evocative, took a while to get onto the maidens, but in saying that, won quite easily, equipped with blinkers in his last 2 starts, looking for this sort of trip. Vercingetorix filly, only a 4-year-old, had a number of runs, like I say, 9 starts for the 1 win, 7 places, but now that she's found her confidence, I think this could be the dark horse in the race. Number 6, Evocative, comes in really well off a lowly rated winning merit rating of 50, and might just be the dark horse here, the joker in the pack. And number 7, Red Orchid, also won a very poor maiden, no show in a start out of a maiden, maybe another day. So I think Evocative, Eastern World, those are the horses to consider. Possibly Nandine if it jumps on terms, but 5 and 6 for me in the commentary box. As the horses make their way out of the parade ring, down the chute, they'll be on the main course on their way down to the start. I think we've got a cap change. Horse number 4, Count Moderna, looks like a black cap. Black cap on board horse number 4, Count Moderna. First horse to come out on parade is horse number 2, Duchess of War, and Wesley Mowing. Coming out onto the track after that is number 3, Nandine and Jared Penny. Number 4, stable companion Count Moderna with the black cap and Morgan Yamagwete. Number 5, the favourite Eastern World and Jeffrey Seister. Number 6 is Evocative, Nathan Klink on board for Thomas Macing. And number 7, Red Orchid, Kevin Dereri on board. So Amy Parham represented by the 3 runners here. Turning to go down is Nandine, followed down by stable companion Count Moderna. Duchess of War is already on her way down to the start. The favourite in the pink and white silks with the green sash, that's Eastern World. Jeffrey Seister on board, looks really well. So does number 6, Evocative, and Nathan Klink, and completing the lineup, number 7, Red Orchid. So those are your remaining 6 runners. Off time for race 2, 20 past 1. So approximately 10 minutes to go. These horses on their way down to the start. Ample time. Right, so the runners have arrived down at the 1,450 meter mark. We've got one or two difficult customers here, so I'm sure they're going to start the loading procedure pretty soon. Wesley Mowing's already in the starting stall machine waiting on Duchess of War, who's been blindfolded. So these horses will be coming forward as we try to go to time. Handlers bringing Duchess of War in. Like I say, Wesley in the bank, just waiting on her. She's going in pretty quietly for now, and then she backs away. So just a 6 horse field, but like I said, a couple of tricky customers down at the 1450. Duchess of War to go into stall gate number 5. Just ringing around the back of the machine and not going anywhere just yet. In the meantime, the other 5 runners are waiting their turn as the handlers now try to straighten Duchess of War up again. Coming into stall position 5, and she backs away. Not too sure what happens next because they've tried to keep the handlers off her. Just the one lead handler. Up to the starting stall machine. 3/4 of the way in. Just to close the back gate on Duchess of War. She's standing quietly. Okay, so well done there. Duchess of War is in, blindfolded. Wesley Mowing just waiting to be reunited. And the balance should come forward pretty quickly now. We're working on the favorite Eastern World. We need these horses to come forward quickly so that Duchess of War doesn't play up. Eastern World's loaded. Red Orchid needs to come in. So just a small field, but procedure now taking a bit of time. Red Orchid's in, waiting on Nandine to come forward. Nandine into stall gate number 2. Evocative will be the last one to come forward. Count Moderna's loaded. Evocative's loaded. Handlers out the way, all set. And oh, where they go. They broke in a nice even line with Evocative quick into stride together with Nandine on the far side there. We get Red Orchid, and just behind that we find the favorite Eastern World. So it's out in front, Evocative that picks up the running from back in second. We've got Nandine. Looping Runners is the favorite to pick it up, Eastern World. So Eastern World now comes up to join Evocative out in front. Third place belongs to Nandine. Behind that we find Red Orchid. Towards the back of the field, that is Count Moderna and Duchess of War. So they're going along nicely here, and out in front Eastern World at a relaxed gallop leads by half a length. From back in second, Nandine. Third place belongs to Evocative. Just behind that we find Duchess of War. We drop another length back to Red Orchid, and at the back of the field that is Count Moderna. They're homeward bound here with 600 to go, and out in front Eastern World out to make every poster winning one, leads by 2. Back in second there we've got moving up Nandine together with Evocative, and just behind that is Count Moderna. They approach the 500 meter mark here and 300 to go. It's out in front Nandine now, who picks it up from back in second, Eastern World. Down the middle of the course is Duchess of War starting to come home strongly. Nandine from Duchess of War, Evocative on the inside. Eastern World's going to struggle to run a place, but Nandine's going to run out a comfortable winner in the end. And Nandine will beat back in second Duchess of War. Third will go to Evocative, and fourth will go to Eastern World. Well, there was always a chance that Nandine could bounce back to form. Like I said, you had to put a line through her last couple of starts. She's not been jumping on terms. And once Jared Penny got her out of the starting stall terms on terms, that gave her an outstanding chance. Eastern World tried to pick up the running from the top of the bend here, but ran out of gas. So it'll go to Nandine, the daughter of Pathfork. Well done to Amy Parham, Jared Penny, and that's the Brumby Syndicate and Genghis Goxel. Second will go to Duchess of War. Much better effort for her. Like I say, her biggest issue is the pens. Third will go to Evocative. Fair run out of the maidens, and fourth place will go to Eastern World. So unofficially from the commentary box, the numbers you might need here are 3, 2, 6 and 5, but please wait for the all clear from the stipendary board for the running of race number 2, a MR65.
Well, that was a running off race 2, Ameritrade 65 handicap over 14-15 meters, and that was won by horse number 3, Nandine, Jared Penny for Amy Parham, and this 4-year-old Pathfolk filly doing well, and as per last start we anticipated that she would finish in the money for racing for the Brumby Syndicate. Nominee Mr. Grant Littleford. Let's talk to the winning connections and hear what they have to say about number 3. Well done to you.
Thank you.
Nice way to get up. And you raced well this filly, to win well today.
Yeah, thanks very much. It was Mr. Mallet. Didn't give us much, but we can read a race card and we knew it had a good chance. But thanks, Mike. And thanks to Jared Penny. It was a very nice ride. I think this horse has got a lot of potential to go further, so it's exciting.
Got any runners today?
But I'm not really sure if any of them are.
Mike, big. Sure.
Yeah, and it's very nice to see Grant Littlefoot 2 times in a row. He comes down to the ring here. That's very unusual for him. And no, she's a cracker. After the break, she's been standing in the stalls, and on the jump. So she's lost ground there. But I said to Jared, if you can ping her at the stalls, you're going to be in with a big chance. And she showed today. So she can go further. So I'm looking forward to good things from her in the future.
Well done to you. What does the rest of the card hold for you this afternoon?
Walking through time should be competitive. Next race. Forgotten Time ran a nice race. The last time broke his third duck, came second. He's up in class a bit, but he's down in weight. So hoping for a good run from him as well. And then that's my day over.
Good luck and well done. Good luck with your runners.
Thanks very much. I don't need luck. I'm a professional.
They headed from Mike representing the Amy Poham yard, and the runner number 3, Nandine, has come up to win race 2. Up next is race 3, Merishred 75 handicap. It's over 1800 meters. Off time is 13:55.
We know the all clear result for race 2, MR65. First place went to number 3, Nandine. Second to number 2, Duchess of War. Third place went to was number 6, Evocative, and fourth to number 5, Eastern Will. There was one scratching number 1 there in space, and it's all clear to pay on numbers 3, 2, 6, and 5. All clear, pay, pay. Race 3 on today's program is the MR73 handicap to be run over 1,800 meters, and we have a full field of 6 runners and a wide open affair for the running of race number 3. Number 1 is Regulate, return to racing after a 4-month break. The Mount of Wesley Mowing today replaces Jared Penny, who rode him last time out when running a good second to Admiral's Chance, and must be in with some sort of a chance. Like I say, a wide open affair, racing the colours of Kirsty Steidoff, Bridget Steidoff, the conditioner. Number 2, Walking Through Time, looking for a hat-trick of wins. Morgan Yamaguete is back to last 2 starts, and he's pulled off some nice wins. Both Power Ranger and Tiger's Eagle franking the form, coming out to win their respective next start. So very much in form is Walking Through Time. Nice JPEG filly, and could be a double on the cards for Amy Parham. Morgan Yamaguete on board for Spencer Murray, Grant Littleford and Paul Rugg. Number 3 is Bruce's Spirit, representing Ryan Sherwood and his partners. Just off the mark in his recent starts, Jared Penny gets on board. Wesley Mowing rode him last time out, so they've swapped the jockeys around there. Bridget Steidoff, the conditioner. Number 4, Cutback, 5-year-old mare. Always tries hard. Not a big girl, so that doesn't help her chances, but she's only little, but she runs really hard, and she tries all the time. And Nathan Klink on board for Thomas Mason. That's the Royal Flush Syndicate nominee, Gary de Jong. Number 5, Power Ranger, broke through for his win here in Zimbabwe. Been knocking on the door, had 3 seconds prior to that, and I'm sure he's settling into racing here in Zimbabwe really well. He's one of the best bred horses in the country, being a son of Silvana out of a Captain L mare. He would have cost a pretty fortune as a yearling, so he could back that up. I think Easton will just put a line through her run today. And then completing the lineup is number 6, Days Gone By, for Craig Dankwitz. Been around for a while now, but another one that tries really hard. Her and Cutback, always honest as the day's long, trying to get that elusive 3rd win. Kevin Dureri, nice to see Kevin back riding in Zimbabwe. He does live here, but he just goes missing every now and then, so it's good to see Kevin doing some work. So those are your 6 horses for race number 3. Pretty much toss of a coin, just whatever number it falls on. I suggest you back that, because it's a wide open affair. So the jockeys getting on board their respective mounts, camera work picking up the pictures from the parade ring. Apologies for the PA system, I believe it's a bit loud, but that's because of the feed. I think they're having problems picking the feed up for our external viewers, so they're having to put the volume up a lot louder than it should be. I'll try and keep the commentaries as quiet as possible, without not calling the winner, obviously. So these horses are about to leave the parade ring. And the first runner to come out on parade is horse number 1, Regulate. The mount of Wesley Mowing in the white and magenta sleeves of Kirsty Steidoff. He looks nice and relaxed today. He can get a bit warm, and it's good to see him nice and composed. That's Regulate, must have some sort of a chance. Turning to go down, number 2, Walking Through Time in Morgan Yamaguete. Number 3, Bruce's Spirit, that's Jared Penny on board. Number 4 is Cutback and Nathan Klink. Number 5, Power Ranger and Jeffrey Seister. Number 6, Days Gone By and Kevin Dureri. So 6 runners in a very, very competitive lineup, and let's see if Ngoni can shed some light on the chances of these horses. We'll cross over to his preview in the parade ring. So down at the 1,800 meter mark, the starting stall team has shut the front gates and these horses are coming forward. Regulate goes in. So that's Bruce's Spirit that goes in. Stable companion to Regulate. And is working on Cutback. Cutback just being a bit stubborn. She goes forward now. Nice to see Greg Sheen back in South Africa. Had a winner on Official Secret yesterday for Peter Moore, and now he's just ridden another winner, 25 to 1 shot at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth. Greg Sheen, one of the best jockeys to come out of racing in Southern Africa, and now applies his trade in the UK. So he's visiting in South Africa and doing really well is Greg Sheen. So yeah, at Borrowdale Park we're at the 1800 meter mark and we're still loading horses down there. We're waiting on Walking Through Time, Days Gone By and Regulate, as well as Power Ranger. Obviously the highlight of today's racing, barring the Gold Cup, is the running of Charles Dickens, a superb animal, one of the very best horses ever to have run in Southern Africa, and it'll be great to see him taking on Princess Carla and the Michael Roberts charge later on this afternoon in the Greenpoint Stakes. So we're just waiting on Walking Through Time. Regulate goes in, Walking Through Time and Power Ranger. A fantastic race installed with Charles Dickens, Seed Again and Princess Carla. That'll go at 3 o'clock this afternoon. That's the Greenpoint Stakes. 3 top individuals taking on one another. In the meantime, Walking Through Time goes in. So we're just waiting on Power Ranger to complete the lineup. Power Ranger goes in. Just to close the back gate, white flag race, handlers out the way, 1800 meters to run, and away they go. There's a nice break for the 6-horse field. Out to pick up the run in there. We've got Regulate who goes out to a length lead from back in second, Walking Through Time. We drop another length back to Cutback. Back on the inside there we find Power Ranger towards the back of the field. That's Bruce's Spirit, and Days Gone By will take her medicine at the back of the field, but only 7 lengths off them. So it's Regulate and Wesley Mowing. He likes to lead, leads by 2 lengths. Back in second is Walking Through Time. Cutback's getting a bit closer. She goes into third. We drop a length back to Power Ranger. He's traveling really well. On his outside we find Bruce's Spirit, and Days Gone By about 5 to 6 lengths off them, but everyone holding their horses up really well, and there's not a frenetic pace being set by Regulate. So he's going to try and make every post a winning one. He does stay 2,000 meters, so he'll definitely get the trip. He leads by a length. From back in second, Cutback. Walking Through Time, looking for that hat-trick of wins, is in third. Bruce's Spirit creeps closer. Power Ranger's got 5 to go, and at the back of the field we've got the Craig Dankwitz runner, that's Days Gone By, and Kevin Derere. They're going to swing right-handed shortly with 600 meters to run here at Borrowdale Park, so there's ample time to make a move, and Regulate still leads by a length. Back in second is Cutback. Walking Through Time in the white and pink goes to the inside together with Bruce's Spirit, Power Ranger and Cutback. At the back of the field there we've got Days Gone By. They approach the 350 meter mark, and Regulate's been shaken up from back in second, Walking Through Time. Third place belongs to Cutback. Cutting through on the fence is Power Ranger. Down the middle of the course we've got Bruce's Spirit. It's still Regulate from down the inside there. We've got Power Ranger in between runners, Walking Through Time. But Wesley Mowing's going to pull out a bit more here. On board Regulate for Kirsty Steidel and Bridget Steidel. Second will go to Cutback. Third will go to Power Ranger. And fourth will go to Walking Through Time. Well, the Stuydoff sisters will be jumping up and down. I'm sure you could hear them screaming from the bottom of the stand. Kirsty Stuydoff taking over Regulate. Like I said, he's top individual on his day, and he looked really well. He normally is a muck of sweat, and today he was as clean as a whistle. Bridget Stuydoff obviously doing her homework and getting Regulate back to his best. His second run after a long layoff, and obviously rated a lot higher than a 73. He's been campaigning against the best as a 3-year-old. So well done to the connections. I know she's taken him over from Newbury Racing. Wesley Mowing, fantastic rider from the front, difficult to get past. A blanket finish for second and third. That's between Cutback and Power Ranger. We'll just wait, and walking through time, we'll just wait for the judges to come back with those second, third and fourth placing. But no doubting the winner. As we wait for the slow motion replay here at Borrowdale Park, as they go past the post, it will definitely be Regulate, and then a photo finish for second and third. And returning back to the winners enclosure, the running of race 3, MR73 will be horse number 1, Regulate, the mount of Wesley Mowing for Bridget Stuydoff and Kirsty Stuydoff. And really well done to the connections. He's been a difficult horse. He's had lots of issues, and I'm sure they'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Perfectly judged race from the front. Wesley Mowing dangerous when he leads. Second and third placing, we're still waiting on the judges for second and third, but no doubt about the winner was number 1, Regulate. So those unofficial numbers, 1, 4, 5, 2. So second will go to Cutback, third will go to Power Ranger. I thought it might just be the case, but I was waiting on the judges. And fourth to number 2, walking through time. So the unofficial result you'll need was 1, 4, 5 and 2, and big smiles from Bridget Stuydoff there. She doesn't know where the number 1 box is, but she's a good trainer and she's finally found her way.
Business running off race 3, a merit rated 73 handicap over 1800 meters. Number 1, Regulate, Wes Mowing for Bridget Stuydoff coming through with the win. Well done to you, Bridget. Nice to get off the mark today.
Thanks, Ngoni. Look, obviously it's a very big thank you and well done to Wes. You know, I said to him, sit second, get handy. Nothing went, so he managed to get to front. He dictated, and you know what? The horse switched off really nicely, and when you asked him to quicken, he did. So obviously a very big thank you and well done to Wes. It's also his birthday today, so fantastic to be able to have a winner for him. And obviously well done to Kirsty. Fantastic to have a winner for her. These are Lisa's old colours, so nice to have those back in the winner's box again.
Well done to you, and there were a couple of dangerous looking ones in this race, and nice through to put it through.
Yeah, no, very nice. Obviously, you know what, Regulate's a really nice horse. You know, he was a top class 3-year-old. He's been plagued by injuries in the last year and stuff, so we've sort of taken our time with him. And fantastic, and it's really nice to be able to get a win from him again.
Well done to you. Can you give us some tips from your yard in the upcoming races?
Obviously, next race, both horses going out just for a bit of a look-see. The 2-7, it's a very hard race. I think every single horse that's in that race can win. Obviously, both my horses distance suited, so we'll see. And in the sprint, I think it's a hard race for us.
Well done to you. Good luck with those.
Thank you.
Well done to you, Kirsty. Nice to get off the mark as well with Regulate.
Yeah, a very exciting day. So yes, well done to Bridget and her team at Yard. It has been a very long time for them. This horse has been off for over a year, if not more. But he's very cute. The guys at the Yard this morning were very confident about him. They all thought he could do it. So yeah, I'm very excited. And like Bridget said, so happy to see those colours back. I'm glad they would at least let me take them over and that they were available. And yeah, very exciting to be in the winner's box. Well done to all the team.
Well done to you. Have you got anything else running today?
The girls are having a busy day actually. We've got Obscure, who's, yeah, Bridget said, going for a bit of a look-see, and then only him in the big race, which is going to be short, but we're in it, so who knows.
Good luck.
Thank you.
There's the winning connections there of the 1 Regulate, who's come through to win race 3. Second went to horse number 4, Cutback. Third to the 5, Power Ranger, and fourth to horse number 2, Walking Through Time. Next up is race 4, and that's a merit-rated 80 handicap over 12.60. Off time for that is 2:30.
Race 4 on today's program is a MR80 run over 1260. We have a full field of 6 runners, and the runners and riders will be leaving the parade ring shortly to make their way down to the 1,260 meter mark. First runner to come out onto the main course was number 1, Battle of Seattle, and Nathan Klink. Racing the colours of Craig Dankwitz for Tom Mason. Next to go down is number 4, Savannah Gold and Jared Penny. Number 5, Forgotten Time and Morgan Yamagwete. Number 3 is Admiral's Chance and Jeffrey Seister. Getting on board was number 2, Obscure and Wesley Mowing. And completing the lineup is number 6, Red Top and Kevin Durer. So well done to the birthday boy. Congratulations on your birthday, Wesley. Managed to ride a winner at Borrowdale Park, and we hope you have a good day's racing with us here at Borrowdale Park. So the runners for race 4 have arrived down at the 1,260 meter mark, and they'll be on their way back shortly. Just a minute or so to race time, and the front gates will be closed, the lights on the starting stalls are beginning to flash, and these horses will be coming forward, all 6 of them, for the running of a MR80 handicap. A wide open affair, a number of horses here with a winning chance. Obviously, Obscure hasn't been on the racecourse for 267 days, so one would have to maybe possibly exclude her, but the other runners, maybe Red Top as well, might just need a run. He hasn't run for 154 days. So I think between the other 4, we could be in for another exciting race. Savannah Gold, yeah, just a few issues at the moment. Not her current form, 27 lengths behind Brianna. She just stopped like she was shot last time out, so if Bridges Titles managed to work out what's going on there, she could come into the equation. And then we've got Battle of Seattle, Admiral's Chance, and Forgotten Time, all quite close on previous occasions. So they're coming forward. Battle of Seattle comes forward with the blue blinkers into stallgate number 1. Obscure goes into 3. Admiral's Chance goes into 4. Admiral's Chance was probably the consistent of the lot of them, so that would put him just slightly ahead on selections, but it's desperately tight. Red Top waiting on Stable Companion Savannah Gold to come forward together with Forgotten Time. Savannah Gold, Stable Companion to Obscure to complete the lineup. Handlers out the way. All set. 12:60 to run. White flag raised, and now away they go. Slightly slow into stride, Obscure, but nothing too serious. Quick into stride is Red Top together with Admiral's Chance. On the inside we find Battle of Seattle just dropping off them Forgotten Time together with Savannah Gold, and Obscure's been brought to the back of the field on the stand side running rail. So about a length and a half covers the entire field as Battle of Seattle now picks it up on the inside from back in second. Savannah Gold together with Red Top. We drop back a length or so to Admiral's Chance. In behind that we find Forgotten Time, and Obscure will have to pass all the rivals only 4 lengths off them. They run up to the junction of the 2 courses, and Battle of Seattle leads from Red Top. Back in third is Savannah Gold. Admiral's Chance is moving towards the inside. We then find Forgotten Time, and Obscure still got 5 to go. It's Red Top on the stand side running rail from back in second. Savannah Gold down the middle. We've got Admiral's Chance. Battle of Seattle's coming under a ride. It's Savannah Gold and Red Top. Admiral's Chance coming on quickly now to join Stable Companion Red Top. Admiral's Chance, Red Top. Behind that we find Battle of Seattle, but Admiral's Chance now picks it up, and Admiral's Chance is going to record a fine victory here at Borrowdale Park. Second will go to Battle of Seattle. Third is going to be desperately close, maybe just Forgotten Time ahead of Red Top back in fourth. Well, Admiral's Chance, they went a bit quick in the beginning, so he just sat off them, but he'll pick them up. Battle of Seattle just got a bit outpaced in the middle stages, but he had no chance against the winner. Admiral's Chance will record a fine victory, obviously beating Regulate in his last start, so that held his form in good stead. Second will go to Battle of Seattle. Third will go to Forgotten Time. Fourth will go to Red Top. So unofficially from the commentator's box, the numbers you're going to need are 3, 1, 5 and 6.
We've just seen the running of race 4, a merit rated 80 handicap over 1260, ably won by horse number 3, Admiral's Chance, Jeff's sister for Deborah Swanson. Got the connections of Admiral's Chance here, Mr. Gorringe. You must have enjoyed this win. Colt really ran well today.
Yeah, it's always nice to see a little underdog like this coming and finding his form. You know, we took a bit of a chance. I bought him on an airplane, and he's been nothing but honest, and he's finding his feet here at Borrowdale, which is fantastic. Nice to see that he turned the tables a little bit on Battle in Seattle, who got the better of him last time. I think a little bit further, and yeah, that made all the difference. So Jeffrey, well done. You rode him fantastically. I think that very admirable to, excuse the pun, to see a red top coming back after such a break as well. Very gutsy horse, but take nothing away from Admiral. He's he makes us proud, and I'm so sad to that my partners are not here with me. It's always better to celebrate with everyone together, but you know what? Here we are, and well done to the Admiral.
Have you got anything else running later on today?
Yeah, we got Dindingwe and we've got Abayan in the main race. I think both have got good chances. They're both well. Jet Mirage is going to be hard to beat, as well as Brianna. You know what? Abayan is one of those that fights to the death and gives everything he has, on race day. So I'm optimistic. I'm hopeful, and I'm sure he will put up a good race. Dindingwe, I would like to see a little bit more condition on her, but she's the class horse in that race. I think she's had the experience. I think she'll get the trip, and let's hold thumbs. I think the horse to beat there will be Citrusdale. He has proven time and time again that he comes to the party on these type of races, and that would be my second choice there.
Well done to you. Good luck with your runners.
Thanks very much.
Connections there of horse number 3, Admiral's Chance. Numbers up in the frame. Second went to the 1, Battle Seattle. Third went to horse number 5, Forgotten Time. And fourth to the 6th, Red Top. Congratulations to the connections of the 3, Admiral's Chance. And trainer Deborah Swanson sending her thanks to the owners there. Next up is race 5, Pinnacle Plate 90 over 2.7 meters. And off time for that is 3:05.
So the runners for race 5 have made their way into the parade ring for the Pinnacle Plate 90 to be run over 2,700 meters. 5 horses to make their way down to the start, and as I speak, the runners are also going down for the Greenpoint Stakes. If you can get yourself to a television set, you'll be able to watch Charles Dickens, Princess Carla, and see it again. That's probably the best three, possibly the best 3 horses in training in Southern Africa at the moment, and I think it's going to be a cracking good race. Charles Dickens making his appearance prior to all the big races scheduled for him in the Cape. So at the moment, the horses here at Borrowdale Park have made their way into the parade ring. Horse number 1, Citrusdal, the mount of Jared Penny for Bridget Steidolf. Number 2 is Dindingwe, Jeffrey Seister for Deborah Swanson. Number 3 is Coffee Berry, that's Wesley Mowing for Bridget Steidolf. Number 4, Tiger's Eagle, Nathan Klink for Deborah Swanson. And number 5, Zazu, Morgan Yamagwete on board for Deborah Swanson. So Deborah has quite a strong hand here. 3 runners taking on Bridget Steidolf's 2 runners. So those are your 5 runners for the Pinnacle Plate. 90 off time 3:05. So the jockeys are about to get on board their respective mounts in the parade ring and make their way onto the main course and down to the 2,700 meter mark, which is positioned right here in front of the grandstand. So if you ever wanted to get an opportunity to watch the horses jump out of the starting stall machine, today's your day. It's not often that we have these races, so gives our viewers and on-course spectators a chance to see it close up. So the first runner to come out onto the course is horse number 1, Citrusdal, the mount of Jared Penny. Number 2 with the lead pony is Didingwe and Jeffrey Seister. Jeffrey looking for his third winner this afternoon, followed out by number 3, Coffeeberry and Wesley Mowing. Number 4 is Tiger's Eagle and Nathan Kling, and number 5 is Zazu and Morgan Yamaguete. So those are your 5 runners for the Pinnacle Plate 90. Off time is 3:05, and they're now loading for the Greenpoint Stakes at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth, and fingers crossed for Charles Dickens. So all the runners arriving down at the 2,700 meter mark. It's great to have Rochelle on the course. Haven't seen her for ages with her family, so it's really good to have all our visitors from the past coming back, and hopefully they'll come again to watch racing here at Borrowdale Park. Rochelle always used to come watch Dewey in action, and a fantastic supporter of the Welsh visit. So it's a nice surprise to see her on course here at Borrowdale Park. So these runners just circling around the back of the main starting gates here at Borrowdale Park, and they'll be coming forward shortly.
From See It Again. That is out of the top draw. What a prep. See It Again.
Wow, what a surprise there. Charles Dickens not in the first 3 here at Kenilworth. Hollywood Bets Kenilworth, a 1-4 shot. Charles Dickens misses a place. And that's racing for you in a nutshell. If you have a ticket, you have a chance. I think he might have run third. The commentator gave him fourth there, but See It Again. Michael Roberts and Pierce Stratham, and they're going to be difficult horse to crack in the J&B Met World Sports Betting Met this year. So lots of action there at Kenilworth, and we turn our attention now to Borrowdale Park as these horses start to come forward shortly for the running of the Pinnacle Plate, as we now are getting close to race time. Handlers working on Didingwe. We're just backing away, coming forward, anxious moments for the connections of Didingwe. I'd like her to go in. Jockey Jeffrey Seister just waiting for her in the starting stall machine as she backs away. Didingwe just turning around. Coming forward into stall gate number 5. Didingwe standing quietly for now. Well done to the handlers there. Great job getting Didingwe in. Tiger's Eagle comes forward in the colours of Craig Dankwitz. Didingwe racing in the colours of Chris Shepherd and his wife. Looks like starting stall gate 2 popped open there. It's Coffee Berry to go forward. Zazu together with Citrusdal. Zazu going forward. Citrusdal goes in. Handlers out the way. All set. 2,700 meters to run. White flag raised. All set. And now, away they go. Well, first past the post this time round is Coffee Berry. Will she be there in another circuit's time? Zazu goes up to second. Behind that we find Didingwe, Tiger's Eagle, and at the back of the field Citrusdal. Well, they're not hanging around for a race over 2,700 meters. I'm sure they'll try and get in a breather as they go past the crossover to the infield here at Borrowdale Park, and out in front Coffee Berry. The jockey's trying to get it to come back a stride or two. Zazu's in second, Didingwe's in third, Tiger's Eagle's in fourth, and at the back of the field that's Citrusdal. So Coffee Berry's just come back a stride or two. The jockey there just trying to get it to drop the bit. It's Wesley Mowing. He tries to lead from start to finish once again. Back in second we've got Zazu. Zazu's just got the 52 kilos, so they're making good use of their lightweights, the two front runners. Didingwe's going to have to carry the weight. She's back in third. In fourth is Tiger's Eagle. And at the back of the field, Citrusdal carries 60 kilos and he's about 6 lengths off them. They make their way into the countryside past the 1,700 meter mark, and out in front is still Coffee Berry. They still to move the starting stalls here in the home straight. Back in second there we've got Zazu. We drop a length back to Didingwe. Behind that we find Tiger's Eagle, and at the back of the field is Citrusdal. They make their way quickly now to the 1,500 meter mark, and no change in the order. It's still Coffee Berry by a length and a half from Zazu. Third place belongs to Didingwe. Tiger's Eagle's perfectly placed in fourth, and Citrusdal's back in fifth. He's going to have to go past all of them if he's going to win this one. They go past the camera tower at the top of the bend there with about 1,400 to go, and Coffee Berry's trying to come back a shade or two. Back in second, Zazu hasn't left her alone. Didingwe's travelling well, goes up to join on his inside there, Zazu. We drop a length back to Citrusdal, and Tiger's Eagle's happy at the back of the field. Hasn't exposed anything just yet. It's still out in front. Now Didingwe who picks it up. Back in second, we've got Coffee Berry. Third place belongs to Zazu. Behind that, we find Citrusdal, and at the back of the field, that's still Tiger's Eagle. So has Didingwe got the fractions right? She picks it up into the home straight. She leads by 2. Back in second, Coffee Berry. Third place belongs to Zazu. Then we find Citrusdal, and at the back of the field, Tiger's Eagle's only 5 to go. It's Didingwe that brings her into the home straight. She leads by 2. Back in second, Coffee Berry. Zazu down the middle of the course. We've got Tiger's Eagle together with Citrusdal. It's Didingwe with a length to spare. Back in second, we've got Zazu. Back on the inside, Coffee Berry, Tiger's Eagle. Down the middle of the course is Citrusdal. But Didingwe, can she find another gear for Chris Shepherd? She leads by 2. Back in second is Zazu. But Didingwe, the flame of Zimbabwe, what a great horse she's turned out to be. And her connections will be so happy to have her back home. Second will go to Tiger's Eagle. Third will go to Zazu. And fourth will go to Coffee Berry. Well, it was great to meet Chris just before the race, and Sheppy told me, 8, I think we've got her back to her best, and well done to Chris Shepherd. Great to see him on course with Eleanor and Kylie. They absolutely adore this horse together with their connections, and Didingwe back to her very best year in Zimbabwe, and hopefully she can pick off one or two of the big ones later on in the season. Second will go to Stable Companion. That was Zazu. Tiger's Eagle, sorry, and then behind that we had Zazu, but no doubting the winner from the commentary box. Horse number 2, Didingwe, for all the connections, Chris and Eleanor Shepherd, together with Kylie and Craig Dankwitz, Grant Littleford, Spencer Murray, Paul Rugg, Paul Gorringe, Sean Gorringe, Vickers Patel, and Dave Ward. A host of winning combination here for Didingwe. Like I say, Zimbabwe's pride and joy, and what a fantastic racehorse she's been for their connections. So the numbers you're going to need unofficially are 2, 4, 5, 3. So that'll be number 2 Didingwe. From number 4 is Tiger's Eagle. Number 5 Zazu. So that's a 1, 2, 3 for Deborah Swanson. Fourth place will go to Coffee Berry. Like I said, Wesley Mowing tried to get her to switch off, but she just gave him a torrid time in the early stages, and Didingwe took it up into the home straight. Jeffrey Seister riding like a demon here in Zimbabwe. That's 3 winners for him today, and he's still got the Gold Cup to come, and what looks like another exciting race. And I know it's only a pinnacle plate, but a special win here for the connections of horse number 2 Didingwe. This is her first win back in Zimbabwe after a surgeon down to South Africa, I'm pretty sure, or second win back, but I'm sure they're very happy to see her flourishing now in her homeland. And well done to the winning connections of this Futura daughter. A winner now of 10 wins now. She goes into that illustrious category, and she's at the top. It's not a 10-time winner in the merit rated 60 handicap, one would have to say. And well done to all the connections. They're all on course here. I'm not too sure. Maybe Vickers not here, but Didingwe returning back to the winners enclosure. Number 2, Jeffrey Seister and Deborah Swanson.
Just in the running of race 5 here at Pinnacle Plate over 2,700 meters, won by horse number 2 Dindingwe. Just sister for Deborah Swanson. Deborah, well done to you. Nice to see you back here again, and huge improvement for Dindingwe. She's been coming on strongly, and today she's found the winner's box again.
Yeah, look, this filly is very. She's a lovely filly. She's got loads of class, and her racing career. I mean, you look at the paper. She hasn't let us down often. She's had a few issues over the last few months, but she's always looked like she's loved a trip, and we haven't had the opportunity to run her over those sort of races over a trip because they don't have ones in her merit rating. She ends up running in the Castle Tank. I mean, she didn't disgrace herself. She only just lost in the Castle Tank. This is a very filly full of quality, and she's definitely a very special member of the team at home. We're very, very fond of her. Very, very fond of her. She's a huge syndicate of owners. It's wonderful when she wins because 90% of my yard are involved in her. So it's lovely. Chris Shepherd has got so much faith in her, and he's really been her biggest supporter, and it's just very, very special when she brings it home for him, and to do it the way she did today was lovely. It was going to do her confidence the world of good. Very proud of her, very chuffed with the ride Jeffrey gave her. Well done to the starting team for getting her in without Natalie. She's not easy. She's perfect with Natalie, but without Natalie, she doesn't really trust anybody else. So they did well together, and I'm sorry she's got a little cut in her tooth from banging the gate, but far away from her heart. So yeah, I think that runs on her well, and I'm very, very, very pleased with that.
Well done to you.
Thank you.
Let's talk to Chris, the Kunningtons. Well done to you, and you must be chuffed for that run.
Yeah, absolutely delighted. Dindingwe's been out of the mix for a while. We took it on south, and that it didn't work at all well for her. Anyway, she's back. We've wanted a longer race for it. It's fantastic to have the 2-7, and yeah, she did what we expected her to do. Massive shout out to Debbie. Debbie has worked really, really hard with this horse, and I have enormous respect for what she's been able to achieve with Dindingwe. Thanks to the grooms, the whole of Debbie's yard. And again, I do this every time, but a big shout out to Endora Stud in South Africa, who gave us the opportunity to race with this phenomenal animal.
Well done to you.
Thank you very much.
This is the winning connections of the 2 Dindingwe. Second position went to horse number 4, Tiger's Eagle. Third went to the 5, that's Zazu, and fourth went to horse number 3, Coffeeberry. Up next is the main event of the program, and that's the Gold Cup Sprint over 1,200 meters. It's off at 20 minutes to 4.
Race 6 on today's program is the Gold Cup Sprint, a grade 3 event to be run over 1200 meters. And we have a full field of 6 runners to make their way down to the 1200 meter mark for today's top event here at Borrowdale Park. Horse number 1 is Brianna, the mount of Morgan Yamagwete for Gavin McLeod, racing in the colours of Miss Robin McLeod. Number 2 is Jet Mirage for John Smith and his partners. Jeffrey Seister on board for Deborah Swanson. Number 3, Only Him, racing in the syndicate colours of Colin de Jong, Susie Zeal and Kirsty Steidoff. That's Wesley Mowing on board for Bridget Steidoff. Number 4 is Wantage for Dyer and partners. Jared Penny on board, Bridget Steidoff the conditioner. Number 5, Abayan, racing in the colours of Paul Goringe and his partners. Deborah Swanson the conditioner with Kevin Dury on board, and completing the lineup is number 6, Jubilee, racing for David Machingaza and his partners. Nathan Klink on board for Thomas Mason. So the runners about to come out onto the main course and on their way down to the 1200 meter mark for today's top liner, the Gold Cup Sprint, a grade 3 event. Number 3 is Only Him, the mount of Wesley Mowing, followed down by number 2, Jet Mirage and the lead pony and Jeffrey Seister. Stable companion number 5, Abayan and Kevin Derere. Number 4 is Wantage and Jared Penny. Number 6 is Jubilee and Nathan Klink, and completing the lineup, the only mare in the race is number 1, Brianna and Morgan Yamagwete. So the runners for the Grade 3 Gold Cup Sprint have arrived on at the 1200 meter mark, and they'll be coming forward shortly as the starting stall team close the front gates. Runners just walking around the back of the starting stall machine. As we now approach race time for the big one of the afternoon. Handlers working on Brianna. Abiyan coming in. Jubilee into stall gate number 1. Only him comes forward. Waiting on the favourite to complete the lineup, that's Jet Mirage. One is just playing up. All set. One is really unsettled in gate number 3. Handlers getting out the way with Jet Mirage. And now, where they go. Wantage and Jet Mirage came out slightly, slowly together with only him, but quick into stride was Brianna together with Abiyan. They take up the running. Back in third there, we've got moving up on the inside Jubilee. We drop a length back to only him. Towards the stand side running rail, we find the favourite, that's Jet Mirage, and at the back of the field, that's Wantage. They make their way quickly to the 800 meter mark, and it's Abiyan that leads on the stand side running rail from only him back in second together with on the inside Brianna. We drop a length back to on the far side Jubilee. The favourite Jet Mirage has got 4 to go and Wantage has got 6 to go. They approach the 500 meter mark and it's still Abiyan that leads. Back in second is Brianna. Only him's been shaken up together with Jubilee on the inside. Jet Mirage has got 4 to go and Wantage is coming under riders. Abiyan picks it up from back in second. Brianna. Jubilee is running a cracker on the inside. Jet Mirage is trying to come through on the stand side rail. It's Brianna and Jet Mirage. The turbo's open. It's Jet Mirage who goes up to join on the inside Brianna, but Jet Mirage is going to win the Gold Cup. Second will go to Brianna, third will go to on the inside Jubilee, and fourth will go to back in fourth there Abiyan. While favourite backers of Jet Mirage, he took forever to get unwinding on the stand side running rail, and once Jeffrey Seister got into full flight, Jet Mirage will just get the better of Brianna. She was very brave back in second. Third place will go to Jubilee. But well done to the winning connections of horse number 2, Jet Mirage. That's John Smith, Grant Littleford, Spencer Murray and Paul Rugg. As they wrap up a fantastic day here, Jeffrey Seister rides 4 winners for Deborah Swanson this afternoon. And all the accolades on Gold Cup Day go to that combination. Really well done to horse number 2, Jet Mirage. So the runners returning back to the parade ring after the Gold Cup Sprint, a grade 3 event, and well done to the winning connections of horse number 2, Jet Mirage, a 5-year-old chestnut gelding by Visionaire out of Borrowdale. That's John Smith, Grant Littleford, Spencer Murray, Paul Rugg, Jeffrey Seister on board for Deborah Swanson. What a fantastic horse he's been since relocating to Zimbabwe to record his 6th winner. And a very, very good ride here by young Seister. Took a while to get him into full stride, but once he found that explosive finishing burst of his, he'll just go away. Brianna, very game in defeat, 60.5 kilos. She ran a cracking good race back in second, but all the accolades go to Deborah Swanson and Jeffrey Seister on a fantastic win here to wrap up affairs here at Borrowdale Park. Unofficially, the numbers you'll need for the last race are 2, 1, 3 and 5.
We've just seen the running of the feature event this afternoon, the Gold Cup Sprint, Grade 3 over 1200 meters, won by horse number 2, Jet Mirage. Jeff Sister for Deborah Swanson. Let's to the trainer. Well done to you, Debs, for afternoon and Jet Mirage. Expectation on him and managed to pull it through.
Yeah, he looked like he was thinking about it. I don't know if it was him or Jeffrey having a bit of traffic problems there or not negotiating the traffic, but once he got going, he won a nice race. It was always going to be a very competitive race. We've prepped him for this, and it's all gone according to plan. So, despite him trying to catch his legs under the gates during the week, which gave us a little bit of anxiety, no, he's very well. His racing prep's been good going into this race. Jeffrey's brought him home. We're very pleased with that. Well done to his owners. He's been a pleasure since he's been in Zim. His form has been great fun. He hasn't let us down. So yeah, he's a lovely horse. I don't quite know what to do with him now, but yeah, we'll have to look at the program, give him a bit of time in the paddock, and go from there.
Well done. Stand by for the presentation, and let's talk to Jeff. Jeff. Well done to you to pull him through. Very competitive.
Yeah, definitely. Look, it was a tough race. It was a very tight race as well. Looking for the gap, and luckily he came home at the right time because he quickened so well. Big thanks to Debbie for all the hard work and giving me the opportunity to try these horses today. And yeah, great.
Yeah, we you earlier as well.
Yes, definitely. Look, during the day it's like so tiring to walk up and down the whole time. So I was hoping to win the last to come and speak. So it worked out again, and yeah, I'm just grateful.
Well done. Please stand by for the presentation. Let's talk to the winning connections for the 2 Jet Mirage. Well done, Paul. A nice way to end off the day.
Again, thank you very much. Yes, a special day. A lot of memories. I'll come to that just now. But firstly, huge congrats to our partner, John Smith, who's upstairs, to the fellow tubbies. I'm glad they got a junior tubby here, and he's beginning to take shape, I must say. Not so much sport at the moment. But yeah, well done to Debbie. Well done to Anton Seister. Great ride. I mean, Jeffrey Seister. Great ride by him. And yeah, it was good. I mean, it's always fun, when we win. And today, as many know, this was the HRRB Gold Cup day. We, as the tubbies, tried our very best to win it. And I think we came second once, third a couple of times. But we finally got there and are delighted. Thank you.
Well done to you. Gentlemen, please stand by for the presentation and get your trophy as the Gold Cup Sprint winners with the 2 Jet Mirage.